Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Southern California. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Lions first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
We'll go play action with Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he's in. What a drop. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
It's another run here for Williams. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, L.A.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as,
oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Al-Quadin Muhammad in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the 1st down.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Really nice job there, staying calm in the midst of chaos. And what that completion does, it puts them in a much more favorable situation here on 4th down. If I'm them, you know what I'm doing. I'm leaving my offense on the field. I'm trying to end this drive with 6. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Lions first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Detroit.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Nate's kick is good. And the Lions go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. The motion man is Nakua. They send a receiver in motion left. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Parkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Play action now for Stafford. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Throwing again is Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown.
Goff's pass complete to St. Brown. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. That one caught by Smith. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Parkinson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Parkinson in motion. 4th down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's going to have the the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Here's Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Point after, coming up here.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Rams will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now Goff going to hold on to it. And he gets this up close to the 1st down. Mark him at the 32.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Goff to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and
They were able to make the completion.
Tight end going in motion here. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That's the third-round rookie pick, Isaac Teslam.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Teslam. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Whoa. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing first and goal to 1.
Good blocking, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Rams 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now to throw on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Rams.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, L.A.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Second and 10. Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense.
Still third down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, it's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
The motion man is Nakua. Third and 2, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Man in motion is Smith. On fourth down, Stafford. Open man is Parkinson. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one grabbed by Nakua. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. To the air again. Stafford. That one, take it in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
It is second and 9. Throwing, Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Goff to throw. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand.
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
On first and 10, Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll try to run for it with Williams.
Williams, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Man in motion is Smith. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tislar. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 23, here's second down and 6. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. On play action, Goff. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will go up by 7.
Lions 24, Rams 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They put Adams in motion. Receiver in motion. Going right. A give, and here comes Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Struck for the loss of a yard.
Brings up
and they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throw on third down, Stafford. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Goff. He'll give this one complete to St. Brown. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
He was taken down by
nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Lions.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball
up to this point, and yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
6-yard line.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he's going to try to keep it going. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Pass complete, it is St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A run here with Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Man in motion is Smith. On the give, it's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
They'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
To Slav, a man in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Throwing here is Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
A gain of 18.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 47 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down, they need 7. The motion man is Nakua. Second down, it's Stafford. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This throw right side is caught by Adams. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
off play action. It's Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They put Adams in motion. They motion a receiver right. On play action, it's Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And he will score. Game on. Davante Adams. Touchdown Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams are back within 6.
Makes the score Lions 30, Rams 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Goff. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A second down throw for Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Goff. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
24.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over.
The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He gets this complete, finding Adams.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's got another one. Devontae Adams. Touchdown Rams. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will cut the deficit to 7.
Rams 31.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Goff to throw. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. The tight end motioning left here. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.